today we wanted to kind of show what happens when you add wool pellets to any soil that you may purchase at the store. So we're actually going to be using this Nature Care, which has the water conserve and nutrients already added into the soil, just to kind of show how this soil will perform with and without the wool pellets in it. So to do this, we've just got two 8-ounce cups, Dixie cups, and I'm going to poke 4 holes in the bottom of each one. And that's so that we can see how much or if any of the water will drain out of these holes. Now we're going to take 1 cup and just fill it up with a regular potting soil. And you can do this with any potting soil that you purchase at any local store. And we're going to put these inside these trays so that we can catch any of the water that comes out and kind of be able to compare those and see how much water drains out with the soil without the wool pellets in it, and then the soil with the wool pellets in it. Now, we're going to first I'm going to mix this soil. So I'm going to get some of the soil. And get a cup of it, or 8 ounces of it, the same as the other. Put it in there. Now I'm trying to add 5% of the wool pellets by volume. So that's not very much. So that you can kind of see, we just barely tried to cover the bottom of that Dixie cup with the wool pellets. So I'll just take those and dump them into our soil mix. Just kind of mix it up so it's even as we can get it. And then just pour this back. Trying not to make a mess. I made a little bit of a mess here, so I'm just gonna dump that back in there. Now I'm going to take a tablespoon and put a tablespoon of water in each one. Start with the wool pellet one first. As you notice, because this is a peat-based mix, the water likes to just sit on top of the soil and not really soak in as much. And the wool pellets will help with that. So here's the soil without. So either of these, it's going to take a little while for the water to kind of soak in. So I'm going to add another tablespoon of water to each of these. Now we've got some water coming through here, some water coming through here. As you can see, the soil without the wool pellets, it's in my left hand, has quite a bit more water seeping through than the Dixie cup with the wool pellets in it. The other thing that's amazing about this, if you try this at home, you'll notice that the soil with no wool pellets in it, you stick your finger down through it, it's still dry. Very dry. Because the water just goes right down through the peat. The peat is actually hydrophobic, so it doesn't like the water. Whereas if we look at the soil with the wool pellets in it, there's lots of dry spots in it, but then you have the wool that's holding the moisture. So you have much more of the moisture being held into the mix. Since they are still so dry, if we add another tablespoon to each one, again, we see the mix without the wool pellets draining a lot more water through. That's why it's advantageous to add wool pellets to any potting mix you have for your pots, because it'll help save the watering, and it'll help keep your plants growing and the moisture held there for your plants during the hot summer. So this is the water that will drain off from the wool pellet mixture. And after adding 3 tablespoons of water to the wool pellet mixture, we're still not even getting a full tablespoon out. So it's about 3/4. Now if we take the mixture without the wool pellets, what we find is that we can easily fill 1 tablespoon that's drained out, and probably another tablespoon still left in the container. So again, showing how much more water is held because of the wool pellets in your soil.